What is up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting. We talk about everything that there is to do with manifesting, how to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can have the kick-ass, wonderful, amazing dream life that you have always wanted. So if manifestation and conscious creation are subjects that you are interested in learning more about, then definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I release videos every week on what exactly you need to do in order to manifest whatever it is that you want. And in this video, we're going to talk about tarot cards, astrology, psychics, and all the things of that sort. Because I get these questions all the time from my clients, from your guys' comments. I get asked this question a good amount, so I figured I would make a video about it because this is in fact a very, very important topic to cover. So just a super quick announcement before we get started. I have set up a workshop next month for manifesting a specific person. It is going to be a 2.5-hour course that goes into everything that you could possibly need to know in order to manifest a specific someone. So if you are somebody who has an SP or a specific person that you are trying to manifest, definitely sign up for that course. I will have the link in the description below. And for this week only, I will have a 50% off coupon. So take advantage. You are going to get a plethora of information and a good deal out of that course. So check it out. All the info's down below. So diving right into it. Like I said, I get a lot of questions about tarot cards, about astrology, and about these clairvoyant or psychic ways that some people use in order to try to determine events in the future or to get answers to their certain burning questions. And I noticed that a lot of people will also kind of blend the world of manifestation together. They'll kind of group all of these things together with manifestation, and they all become kind of these new age concepts. So I've noticed that happening a lot as well, which has also prompted me to want to make this video, because there are some very critical things to understand when it comes to these tarot readings and these types of teachings. And the people who are generally into tarot and into these kinds of topics are the same people that are looking for answers. They're looking to get clarity on certain aspects of their life. So it's understandable how manifestation and how tarot and astrology and all these things kind of get lumped in together, but there is a lot of distinction that needs to be emphasized. If you are one of those people that likes to get tarot readings, if you're one of those people that reads astrology charts and that really takes it to heart, then definitely stick around to the end of this video, because this is something that gets brought up a lot, and it's something that can be very much a hindrance if you are trying to manifest. And first thing to note, I am not here to bash anybody that enjoys tarot or astrology or numerology or what have you. I'm not here to say any of it is bad. Nothing is inherently bad unless you believe it to be bad. And in fact, I was very much into these things myself. I taught myself how to read tarot. I used to do tarot readings for myself and for other people. I taught myself the meanings of the cards and the spreads. I used to read astrology charts, so I very much understand the appeal to these things. But the problem becomes when we are trying to look for something outside of ourselves for the answers. Because the truth is that everything in your world is just you pushed out. Everything that you experience is just an aspect of yourself, because the world around you is a mirror, essentially. Everything that shows up in your 3D world is just a mirror of what is going on internally. And specifically, it's going to show you your beliefs and assumptions, your reactions, your expectations, and things of those nature. And this also goes for tarot readings, and it goes for astrology. Anytime that you get a reading, it's only going to show you what your beliefs are. It's only going to show you what you assume to be true, because everything is you pushed out. And if you are looking at some form of divination, or if you're looking to a psychic to try to give you the answers, they can't give you the answers, because everyone is you pushed out and everything is you pushed out. It's only going to show you a reflection of yourself and your own beliefs. And if you watch my channel, you already know that you're the one that determines what happens in your life. You are the one that determines the circumstances and the events and what's going to unfold. There is nothing that can give you that information because you are the God of your reality. You determine what is going to show up and what is going to unfold. There is nothing in this world that is predestined to happen. There is no such thing as twin flames or destiny, anything of that sort. And I in fact made a video all about destiny and free will. If you haven't seen that video and you're curious to learn more, then definitely check it out. I'll link it up here, and I'll also link it down in the description box below. There is nothing that can show you the answers outside of you. You determine how things are going to go in your life, and this goes for absolutely everything. There is no external force that dictates how your life is going to play out. And this is especially important to note because the thing with tarot cards and the thing with astrology or psychics or any of these things that claim to tell you what's going to happen in the future or tell you what events are going to play out or how things are going to go, if you believe that these objects and that these practices have the power to do that, then you are essentially giving your power away. Because again, you manifest what you believe to be true. You manifest the things that you assume will happen. So if you're one of those people that hangs on every limb in a tarot reading, if you're one of those people that are desperately trying to get answers and you're desperately trying to figure out what's going to happen and you want to see the future and you look to things like tarot and things like astrology to get those answers, you are effectively giving your power away. You are giving your God powers into something outside of you. And by doing that, you are only hindering yourself and you're only setting yourself back because you can't have a belief that tarot readings and astrology is true and accurate and also believe that you are the creator of your reality. It can't be both. And in fact, Neville gave a lecture about this very thing, and it is one of my favorite lectures of all time. Neville called it the Pearl of Great Price, and I'm going to read a little excerpt from that lecture to give you an idea of what exactly I'm talking about here. So Neville starts by reading from the letters of Paul in the Bible, the 13th chapter, 5th verse. Examine yourselves to see whether you are holding to the faith. Test yourselves. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is within thee? Unless, of course, you fail to meet the test. I hope you will discover that we have not failed. And Neville goes on to say, everyone in the world is using this only power, the power of your imagination or the power of God, but they don't know it. So he's trying to bring us to the knowledge of this power and the wise use of it. It's called, as we first quoted, the Pearl of Great Price. So great is this pearl, so valuable, it takes everything you own to buy it. Now, you don't go and liquidate your stocks and bonds. You don't sell your homes. You don't sell anything in the world of Caesar. By world of Caesar, he means your 3D reality. But it takes everything that you now believe in order to pay for it. You believe in astrology, you have to sell it. You believe in numerology, in teacup leaves, in numerology, and all these things. No matter what you believe in as the power to control you, you have to sell it. If you think for one moment that you can hold on to one little thing in the event that this doesn't work, you can't buy the pearl. And what Neville meant by that is anybody who is hanging on to a belief that there is power in astrology charts or power in tarot readings, if you hang on to that belief, even just a tiny bit, you can't buy the pearl of great price. And he goes on to say, when I buy the pearl, I go all out and live by it. And there is no other being in this world, just the pearl, and I live by it. And this pearl is your own wonderful human imagination. So essentially, Neville's saying the same thing here. You can't hold on to a belief that there is a power outside of yourself and also believe that you are, in fact, the operant power in your life. You have to go all in. And when Neville says you have to go all in and buy the pearl and sell everything else, that means selling these beliefs that there is anything in the external reality that can give you the answers, that can show you your future, that can shed light on your destiny. There is no such thing as any of that. The only thing that determines whatever happens to you going forward is you and the power of your imagination. So again, it's really important that we get ourselves out of that habit and that mindset that there is anything external that is going to give us the answers. And I know that this can be a really difficult habit to break, especially if you were, like I was, very heavily into these kinds of readings and looking for the answers or get the scope on a situation or understand how things are going to play out. But again, when we do this, we are essentially just giving our power away, because whenever you get these readings and you believe it to be true, you are admitting and affirming that there is something out there that holds power over me. There is something out there that is going to dictate how things turn out. There is something out there that is going to show me the answers to all my questions. So if you are one of those people that do this, so again, I'm not here to bash anybody that enjoys tarot readings or enjoys astrology, but I really strongly do encourage anybody who does this to get out of this habit, especially if you are trying to master the art of conscious creation, because you can't have both. You really can't have both. You can't hang on to the belief that psychics and tarot and astrology is going to give you the answers while also holding the belief that you, in fact, are the answer. You, in fact, will dictate how your life turns out and how your events play out. And you can absolutely put this to the test, because you create everything in your world through your imagination. It's through your imagination and whatever is impressed onto the subconscious mind that will ultimately determine how things play out in your world. So this is very, very easy to test. All you have to do is, if you get a tarot reading or you read your astrology chart and there's something in there that you don't like, just use your imagination and imagine the scenario or the question turning out the way that you would rather experience it. And I assure you, I promise you, if you go within and you turn to imagination and you impress desired outcome onto your subconscious, that is what is going to materialize for you. And this is also why you have to be really careful when it comes to tarot and astrology and anything else that claims to give you the answers. Because whatever you react to is going to materialize for you. So if you get a reading and it's not good and you don't like what it says, you don't like what the outcome is, if you react to that scenario, then that is in fact the seed that's going to be planted, and you're going to wind up experiencing the unwanted scenario instead of what you'd rather want. We have to be really mindful of everything that we put into our consciousness, into our subconscious, because 1000% anything that is impressed will in fact show up. So really, it's just not worth it. I know for some people that this can be almost an addicting habit. They want to know what's going to happen. They want to know what that reading is going to show them, or what those charts spell out, or if they're compatible with their specific person's chart and all that stuff. But again, nothing outside of you is going to determine your course. It's foolish in a way to indulge in these things, because for one, it's only going to show you your own beliefs. It's only going to show you what you perceive to be true. Everything is you pushed out. Everything in this world is your imagination manifested, but it's also effectively giving your power away. It's placing your God-given power into the hands of something else. It's giving that power away to some external force, and by doing that, you're only keeping yourself in a box. All you have to do is imagine the scenario that you would like to experience. You just have to go into imagination and impress that image, impress that desired outcome onto the subconscious mind. And by doing so, you will be naturally led on a bridge of incidents that will take you to that desired event, and you will see it play out in your 3D world. So I hope this helped clear things up. I do get this question a lot. And for those of you who, like me, were big fans of tarot and divination and astrology, I hate to break it to you, but you are the power. Nothing outside of you has any leverage over you unless you give it that leverage or that power. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to hit subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you're notified every time I put out new content. Also, if you're interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will link my coaching website, my blog, and my social links down in the description box below. So until next time, you guys, as always, take care, be well, and sincerely, don't ever forget how powerful you really are at manifesting.